This week, amazing.
Well, we're smiling over there because he joins us live in the studio. Take a seat. Congratulations. That must have felt very special to get through that match. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I feel all right.
Is that man a few words?
Yeah, I feel all right, to be fair, yeah. It was all right.
You need a moment to reflect. Well, actually, I was just saying to the gents in the studio, of course, you'd beaten the defending champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan. You came through that game against Dave Gilbert, 6-5 in the end. Now, Shaun Murphy. Is there anything that you've done differently in the build-up to this tournament?
No, nothing differently. Just try my hardest just to concentrate what I'm doing out there. So often I've always worried about the other person. But if I just keep telling myself to concentrate what I'm doing, do what makes me play well, regardless of what's going on, and it seems to be working at the moment.
Was that a game plan before you came into the tournament? Was that sort of?
It's been a game, well, from the start of the season, really. I've always struggled with self-belief. I've always been up and down. Sometimes I've had it, sometimes I haven't. But yeah, more often than not, on a big occasion, sometimes I've worried about the other person more than myself, really.
It's very easy on the big stage to let those doubts creep in. And we see a lot of players now working with coaches, with mentors, seeking that something extra to give themselves an edge. Is that something that you've done at all?
No, I've been there, done that. I've worked with sports psychologists, but you know, when you're out there, it doesn't matter who you're working with. There's no one who can help you when you're out there. So you just got to carry on doing what you're doing. I think you can get too involved. So yeah, just concentrate on what you're doing.
You must be delighted the way you've closed out all three matches. You look like you're scoring well, and that's obvious. Do you think that's the biggest attribute you can have to win this tournament? Be scoring heavy when you get in.
Well, if you don't score, you can't win, can you? So obviously you need to have all parts of your game need to be strong, especially against all these great players. But if you're scoring well, you're going to be tough to beat, and it's unforced errors really. If you cut out the silly mistakes and you're hard to beat then, you know? Yeah,
and it's also sometimes you just fancy like it may be a good week, the stars align a bit, because of course you could easily have been out against... You're a green ball away maybe that from going out against Dave Gilbert.
I was going home. I was sitting on my chair thinking whether I'm going to drive home that night or,
or
in the morning, I was debating what to do, but all of a sudden I'm back at the table, you know, the green wobbled and stayed in the hole, and yeah, it's amazing what can happen sometimes.
Well, the snooker calendar is relentless now. There are so many tournaments that you guys compete in. It's one after the other. What does it mean to you to play in this Triple Crown event, the first one of the season?
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, when I was qualifying last week, I ain't been home for nearly 2 weeks. I was qualifying last week, and all you want to do is get to the main venue because you know you're going to get good crowds here, well supported, big BBC event, and you know this is what you play for really when you're playing out there. In the qualifiers is no fun at all, really. So you're just trying your best to get there, and then once you get here, you know, you want to try and put a good showing of yourself. And
obviously, Barry, we've got the backdrop of the race to the Masters, which has been huge for you this week, and you have made it to the Masters.
Have I? Am I guaranteed now, am I? Oh, that's handy.
Well, here you're not guaranteed. I think you're in 16th.
Oh, OK. Oh, right, OK. I think, maybe Jack has to win it or something like that, maybe. Yeah, I mean... I feel sorry. Well, I don't feel sorry for Jack Jones. Obviously, Michael Holt done me a favour last night, I suppose. Give me a bit more of a stepping stone towards it. But you know, if I keep winning, it'll take care of itself, won't it? So,
but I mean,
just don't worry about it.
I remember the first time I won the UK Championship. At some stage, all of a sudden, I remember thinking, I can win this. Yeah. You must be all of a sudden fancying the job.
Yeah, before this game, I didn't really think about it. But now there's only 4 of us left, you know. So now it starts getting interesting. So. Yeah, no, obviously you got a chance, you know.
Yeah. We asked Judd this, whether he'd be watching tonight. Will you be watching any snooker tonight, or will you just be chilling out?
Yeah, I don't think I'll maybe watch a little bit of Holty play a little bit.
Right. I've seen you walking around. You're obviously best mate. I've seen you walking around York together.
Yeah. Well, he's been in my ear roll non-stop. Yeah, no. So I'll probably have a bit of if we've got time, maybe a bit of dinner or something. But watch a little bit, but not too much. Don't want to get too involved. Yeah, just go and chill, really.
And what do you do in terms of practice? Will you put in any hours before the semi-final? You've done what you need to do.
Yeah, I won't play no more today, that's for sure. I'm not sure what time I'll be on tomorrow, but maybe a little knock before. But if I'm on at 1, then I'll just probably turn up before my game, really, half hour before.